Duncan Rhodes Too Thin Coats paints.
Thanks, John. That's really kind.
Thank you very much, John. That's awesome. Very, very much appreciated. Hi, John. Hi, Tony. Hi, Wicked D. Hi, Pete. Hi, anybody else that I might have missed?
Tony says, where did that Pokemon come from? It didn't come at all, is it? Didn't tell us and then just went, you didn't catch that, did you? Yeah. That invisible Pokemon you didn't know about.
Yeah, it's a liar. Hi, everyone. Hi, Red. Hi to everybody. Hope you've all had a great Monday. You know, Monday's often the most rubbish day of the week, but can be the most productive as well.
Hey, Lady Pikachu.
Hi.
Hey, Karanoko. How are you feeling, Karanoko? I hope you're feeling better.
Have you recovered? Or semi-recovered?
Hey, Deflin.
Wow, everyone's here.
You better tell us what you're doing.
So, this is my zombie horde for our Halloween zombie game. Some of these are miniatures that we painted for last year, and I wanted to just get all the bases so they all look the same. So, currently using a bit of an old pot of Sterland mud that we had kicking about in the drawer, just to add a little bit of texture to the flat bases. Excuse me. What I do think, or I have been thinking while I've been doing this, is would it really be too much to ask for miniature companies like Reaper and Mantic and what have you, that when they're supplying a mini on a perfectly flat base like this, maybe just give it a little bit of texture. I don't mean like a fully sculpted base, but maybe just like a little bit of a rough texture that then you could enhance yourself. Or if you don't really feel confident at doing greater basing stuff, that you could just give it a light dry brush in it and it would just look like dirt or something. I think that would be pretty cool instead of it just being perfectly smooth.
Karanoko says, I'm at 60% capacity, even managed to do some painting today. Oh, that's
awesome.
Good. That's good to hear. Lady Pikachu says, I've got my own account. Huzzah! Don't forget to give us a follow. Give us a follow. It's free. Give us a follow. Tony says, it's like a hobbyist rave tonight. The only thing that we're missing is drinks. We've got water. Does that count?
Yeah, actually water tonight as well.
Well, I always have water, but you've actually got water as well. Yeah. Pete says, I'm finally painting again. I've got 77622 on my table. What's 77622, Mr. MLG? Oh, he's looking puzzled.
I can't remember.
It's a long time since we quizzed him about stuff. 77622.
It's not a giraffe, is it?
It is a giraffe. It's the avatar of wisdom.
Oh, yes.
I've painted that one too, Pete. There's a lot more going on than it first appears.
Yeah. I've not lost my touch. I still remember.
Took a bit longer than normal there. To be fair, we've got a lot more stock than we used to have.
Yes. Yeah.
Lady Pikachu says, 8-Bit says it's cool that Duncan Rhodes responded to the review. Yes, it was, like we've always said, it does seem like just a genuinely nice bloke. Never met him.
No.
But we have said before in streams, we've seen him at Warhammer Worlds talking to other people, trying just to get his dinner, bless him, and getting mobbed, and just being what seemed like a genuinely nice person.
Yep.
So.
Oh, Duncan, look at the thing I've painted.
You're alright.
Yep.
So yeah, it was nice. It was very nice of him to even bother replying to anything at all.
And he's liked one of your posts. Hello. That's all.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's gone up fast. Whoosh. Red Snail is eating wasabi peas and painting at the same time. Mm-hmm. I actually cooked tea tonight. That's a very rare occurrence.
Yeah, it was ace.
Because Mr. MLG is tired because he hasn't had a day off yet this month. And he was at work all weekend and at work today, obviously. So I knew he'd be tired and hungry when he got home, so I did my best wifey bit.
Yeah,
Which
it was
don't
ace.
normally bother.
I walked through the door and tea was almost ready.
Yeah.
And
My mother would be proud because she does sigh at me a lot for not being a proper wife. Mum thinks that I should get changed before he comes home so that I look pretty and have his tea on the table for him, which I think Mr. MLJ would love, but doesn't enforce such rules. But I did cook curry. Was it curry?
yeah, it
Butter
was
chicken.
butter chicken.
But
It
with
was
corn.
ace. Yeah, it was still good.
So we had that, and even little Miss liked it. Even though after she'd completely eaten it all and like run her finger around her plate, got told off for that. She told me that it wasn't really very nice. It's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's too spicy, Mum. Too spicy.
Definitely says, I don't know if the knowledge of SKUs is impressive or scary. He used to be able to do it instantly, and that was a little bit scary.
Yeah, it's 'cause we've got a lot more now, as Mrs. says, we've got a lot more SKUs in stock than we ever used to, and I do spend a lot more time looking at metal figures than plastic figures now, so got to rely on my previous knowledge. I haven't memorised all the new ones yet, the 7-0s and the 3-0-0s. And Reaper are being a bit sneaky. Well, not sneaky, but I'm just going to go out and say it. They're annoying. They're just being annoying at this point. Because when we get new stuff, or restock stuff in, what we're getting from them is the 3-0-0s and the 7-0 codes, which are the Bones USA. Sorry, I'm just going to have to whack this a little bit. What they're doing is they're packaging the minis, and across the top of the card. Have we got one that's got a card on? No, we haven't got one on the desk. But across the top of the card, they'll write whatever the Bones code is, the 7-7 code, and then underneath it might be the new code. But sometimes they reverse that, and it's the other way round. So it's only if they actually put it on a Bones USA backing card that the lads know which stock room to put it in, because we've got the different things in different places. I was just having a moan about Reaper and their packaging. Sorry.
Wikipedia says, oh, my dessert delivery just arrived. This looks rather yummy. Is it that from the place next door to the shop, which delivers desserts to your house?
Yeah, sure. That's like, can't be cheap, can it?
I don't know. I've never looked into it.
Dessert delivery.
Tony says, Asmo's here. The party really has started now. Lady Pikachu says, 8-Bit is claiming that he's gonna finish the Great Unclean one tonight. This is exciting. It's looking absolutely amazing. That'd be really cool.
I've got one of those that I haven't taken out the box yet.
Asmo says, that sounds really good. I like corn. I alternate between pumpkin seeds based tofu, that makes sense.
Yeah, right.
And some of the word I don't know as far as curries these days. But we only have corn. That's the only thing that we ever have is corn. We have the little corn pieces and you just stick them in the wok and they soak up all the flavour and it's pretty cool. And they don't have to defrost anything, so it's easy. And then Asmo says, you separate the models based on material? Yes, because they're all different codes. So you've got Bones USA and Bones Black,
yes,
and normal Bones, and then metal. They've all got different backing cards, apart from the ones that he's whinging about, and they all have different codes. And we set them out in the shop in those orders, so that all the Reaper Bones are together, all the Bones Black are together, all the USA are together.
Yep.
All the metals are upstairs because can't fit them on the shop floor. It's pronounced Satan. Oh, that's all right. You're eating Satan in your curries.
Satan.
I may have heard of that actually. Thank you, Lady Pichu.
Oh, what was that? Cool, thank you.
Pichu's ballad. I think you're the first follower for about 1 million years. Rickety says, no, this is one on Key Road. Treat to make me feel better. I've not seen them on again. Are they competing then? The people next to us and them?
Yeah.
Or is that, or is yours is he called Dan or something? He keeps posting in things to do in Brid, which isn't things to do, mate. It's just
Yeah.
you're selling sweets. But anyway, I don't know. What you got? What sweet? What pudding is it? Tony says, I live next door to a pizza house. It was funny as I used to get free delivery. I'll just walk it round. Our friend's a delivery person, but we never get free delivery.
We never have Chinese.
He'd probably stand there and wait for a tip, knowing him. Konaka says, I had corn tikka masala for tea tonight. It was delicious. Oh, you see, we're all having corn.
Yeah.
Ours was butter chicken. Lady Pikachu says, I have no idea what I'm doing. What is this Twitch future? What? The buttons scare me. What buttons? Wow, what buttons you got? Oh, let's have a look then. So, are you on a computer or are you on a phone? It shouldn't really make any difference. So, at the bottom under the chat, you'll find Lancer Rewards. So, it's our little man with heart eyeballs. It's on an iPhone, it's next to where you type your messages. And the more you watch, the more Lancer Reward points you get for free. You don't have to do anything. If you click on him, you can use your Lancer Reward points from watching the streams to make us do the things that you can see there. So you can hydrate Pando, for example, which is the ghost. We can't rename him, that's just what he's called. The ghost in the corner is our community pet. So you can hydrate him, you can make us say your name, you can hydrate us, you can make us wear a hat like Nathan's got on. All those things in there, you save up your points.
Another turtle made it to the water.
Like that
do
one.
that. And do stuff like that in there. What else is there? The little smiley face, you can put emotes into chat and they float around across the screen. I can't remember how you find another turtle. How did you find that?
I don't know.
Oh, that's at the top. I've only got an iPhone, so I don't know what it is on an Android. I've only got an iPhone, but that's the sound bites thing. So it's like a purple square with it looks like a white elephant, but I think it's a speech bubble. But they cost bits and things. So the free stuff is the little man at the bottom, and then we have Streamloops cards as well, which is this link, and that makes us do. That link didn't work, did it? And that makes us do even stupider things. Why don't the links work again? Oh, I hate Twitch. I hate Twitch because it's rubbish. Here you go. And that makes us do other stuff, but some of them cost money. And we also have, thank you Pokemon Community Game, we have Pokemon Community Game, which again is just a bit of silliness where you can catch Pokemon. To get started, you have to put !poke start, I think.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper.
You just make things happen on the stream with all these buttons. That's what it is. Yeah, that's it. Poke start, and then when a Pokemon appears in chat, like it has now with the ducklet appears, you just type !poke catch, and you can throw your Pokeball at it along with everybody else and see if you can catch the Pokemon. And that's, it's just something daft to do. What Asma says, that sounds really good. I like corn. I've read that out, haven't I? Yeah, I read that out already. I've gone too high up. Too high up.
We've got 72 zombies.
You think that's enough?
Yeah.
I don't know what to buy with points, but dang, I seem to have a bunch of them. Yeah, just keep making him wear wigs. That's all. I've got infinite points because I can make him do anything really. Banoffee waffle. Oh, I like Banoffee waffles.
Do you?
I do, because I like Banoffee and I like waffles.
Yeah.
You don't like it because it's too sweet for you.
Yeah, that's no good.
Cool. Just put a picture in Discord of what treats she's having.
We need more heroes. Did we have? Oh, hi there.
I asked a question in the Discord, so that's maybe why we've got. And then I wandered off.
Did you ask him if we can change Pando's name?
No. There's supposed to be a Halloween thing, and I don't know how it works. They want me to take a screenshot of the panel extension. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. So, don't know. I enjoy making veggie Indian food. Give me 80% of the Indian countries are veggies. It'd be rude not to. And then Wicked D's gonna make you dance.
Thank you.
So I don't know what is the Pando Dev. I'm really, like I said in the message, I'm really dense, and I don't know what the Halloween things are, or what it's supposed to do, or how I make it do it. So in our reward section, we've just got challenge, treat, and hydrate, like always, and I don't know where else there is anything else to make him do anything. So it's a me problem, but I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking to make him do anything. It's where I installed Pando in the broadcasting software. That's a lot of complicated words. I refreshed his. This is just like I refreshed his refreshed catch of current page. I did that before we started. Is that not right? Do I need to go onto the internet? This is like talking to my mum and making her do something. Do I need to put something else in? Don't understand.
So I'm gonna whack basin stuff on for another 13 minutes until past, and then we're gonna get a mini and paint it with the Too Thin Coats paints that we've got as samples. Look pretty good. Had a little tinker. You might have seen our YouTube video. Had a little tinker with a couple of yesterday. White, yellow, and orange. Straight over, and the gunmetal silver. So straight over a matte black undercoat, and I think they all came out pretty well. Two thin coats applied over a matte black undercoat. They look pretty good. I think this yellow is pretty strong. Quite impressed by those. And that was only, we did it fairly quick because we were in the middle of doing a video, so didn't want to hang around too long. So this evening I'm going to paint a proper mini.
Proper mini?
Yeah, paint a proper mini.
Oh, Pando Deb's going to send me something in the Discord. I don't know if that's our Discord or their Discord. Probably their Discord. That would make more sense.
Awesome. Our latest delivery from Green Stuff World is allegedly going to be here on Friday.
Don't believe you.
Don't believe us. It's on its way. It's left Spain.
I mean, that's a start, isn't it?
After all this time waiting, so we've got some of the cool stuff. The light arches come in. We've got some brush toilets. The new dippy paint that they've got, dipping washes, whatever they are. Like, I think it's their version of contrast in a variety of colours. So some of those. Got some new, more acrylic colours. We've got some other stuff. Restocks and things. Just wish it didn't take so long to get here.
Tony says, I'm loading up my shopping cart. I'm just waiting for the metallics to go online and I'll be good to hit the buy button. Well, the new metallics, do you mean? I was going to do them last. I was doing them in order of the thing. Anything coming in that I may need to obtain? Dunno, what do you want? It depends what you want. Cass Fireball says, whoop, I got acrylic resin waiting from that delivery. More Green Stuff World goodies, yay! Yep, interested in the dipping inks, Tony says. Yeah, it'd have been, like Nathan says, it'd be nice if they just arrived quicker. It's not like we had ordered them months ago.
Yeah, I was starting to think, like, on Friday when they sent me the dispatch thing, I just said to you, I think, on a message, I wonder when it's going to get sent. I think I might have to chase it up. And then I got a shipping notification saying it had been dispatched. Because they've been hanging on to this one for a while.
Wiki D says, you had a sepia wash that you used a little while ago. Was that a Citadel one? Do you remember what mini it was on? Because he did use a Vallejo one.
Yeah, Vallejo sepia wash, which is we were comparing it to Agrax Earthshade.
Does that ring bells, Wiki D? Ding a ding a ding a ding a ding. Alright, here we go.
I found a couple more zombies in the drawer while I was looking for a Hera mini. There's one of my survivors, and I can't find him.
You made me jump. Thank you. There's little puppy dogs falling in. Look, little puppy dogs falling in the jar.
This is Glenn, by the way. If anybody's watched The Walking Dead, this is the miniature for Glenn. Oh, let's hold him in the middle.
Lady Pichu says, Artist Opus display cabinets have just gone live on Clickstart. Yeah, they look weird. They're like massive and chunky. Are they not, and like got a lock on and things? Are they the ones?
I don't know. I saw some that looked like weird roundy wall mounted things that had slidey shelves in.
Yeah, they're over top, aren't they? I only saw a picture real quick.
Yeah. I don't know how much they are.
Proper chunky and expensive, says Lady Peter.
I've not looked. I saw that they'd gone live. I got a notification earlier on.
Panda sent me a thing and I still don't understand. Bless him. Like this. Do I just have to reinstall it? I might just completely mess up Panda in a minute.
Oh, so we're not very good with computers at all, really, are we? We just make it up as we go along. But I had a right nightmare with Google Drive earlier on. So I'd shared a video with somebody.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then I got a thing saying that they couldn't see it. So I logged on and was trying to sort it out, and then so it had uploaded but hadn't processed or something on the thing. So I've shared a video with somebody and then they couldn't access it. Trying to get it to actually share and let them access it, which I've done several times before. Like, it just wouldn't have it. It took ages. And every time I tried to view it and I'd go back on and try and do it, it just kept saying the video has not been processed yet. And then finally at about 10 to 5 I checked it again and it said that it had done it. It was taken all day. But then your Gmail stopped working earlier on, didn't it? I think Google's just been having
a giraffe.
Paddy. Yeah.
There should be Halloween bags. Where?
Oh, we need to try out the Ghoulie bag purple, don't we? We haven't tried that yet.
I don't know.
I found, while I was sorting some stuff out the other day, over the weekend, tidying up one of the stock rooms at the shop, and so we could make room for more stuff. But I found an old Ghoulie bag, and I don't know how long. I definitely won't be eating any of the sweets out of it, but found it out of one of our old orders, and it had some graveyard bone and fresh blood, I think, in which that must be at least 2 years old. 3 years old, because I think we put fresh blood in a Halloween sub box at one point.
Panda's got a bag now for treats, but
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like he's been collecting candy.
Asmo says old candy's the best candy.
But I don't know if that's
Is that because the sugar's fermented as it's gone?
fermented sugar. It was Vallejo sepia dip wash thing. Comes in 200mm pots. I'm waiting for it to come back into stock. I want some.
Yeah, we're waiting for it to come back into stock as well, because like there's 2 distributors in the UK, and neither of them have it. And when I've talked to one of them on the phone, they've said that they're waiting for it to come from Vallejo, but Vallejo seems to be putting more priority into producing paints than washes, because they're out of stock of the black and the sepia. But yeah.
What's that? Why did he say trick or treat? What did you do, John? John, what did you do? Where did you find trick or treat? Where's that? John, where's that? I don't know where that is. I don't understand. Is that because you treated him? Or did you do something else? Oh, come on, John, what did you do? So you just have to treat him. I'm going to treat him now and see what happens. It's in the panda... Oh, I can't see that on my screen. No wonder I can't see anything.
Was it there all along?
No, I had to put some code in. I don't know where you find pandas thing. Oh, I'm so rubbish.
No.
I am.
Oh, writing life. Who's writing life? Hi, writing life.
Writing life sometimes comes in and says hello.
Ah, sorry. I do apologise. It's treating Pando.
Treating Pando. I can't find pandas things. I'm rubbish. It's a good job you lot are looking after him.
Right, nearly. This is the last one to whack some basing stuff on, and then we're going to get on to painting a mini with 2 thin coats paints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember what this one's called. This is a hassle-free mini.
I'm the one that complained about the C word. Yeah, you didn't do any social media. You're always talking to me.
What C word? The one that's at the end of the year.
What?
Doesn't matter.
At Christmas, yes.
Yes.
I was like, what? There's a wild Pokemon in chat, everyone. Exclamation mark, poke catch, all one, Lady P. Cheery, don't need a space to try and catch it. Yeah, that's not true, right? Anyway.
You are the most
What
important.
can't you do for another 14 minutes, Wicked D? What's that?
Order more dessert.
I don't. Order more dessert. Yeah, you're not allowed. Oh, there's a ghost. Panda's got a ghost. You petted Pando. All right. I can't see all these things. I can't. You can all see things that I can't see.
This little pile of black stickiness over here. Oh.
I can't see these things.
So
on a phone. Can you see them on a phone? How do you see them?
Don't know. This is all scatter terrain from the Mantic Games Walking Dead range. This is all the scatter stuff. But we sprayed it with, I think it was an army painter spray, and it's all sticky. It's been in the box for about a year, and it's just all sticky and weird. We're going to have to undercoat it all again.
Next to sound alerts, it's not on my phone. I've got Quiz Kit, sound alerts, and Pokemon. I ain't got Panda on my phone. Obviously, just don't want me to play. That's all it is. It's on his panel. Yeah, I can't see that either. Can't see that. I think you can see it on your screen because you're on a computer. See if you can see it. It's there. Look, you can see it.
Right. Yeah.
What is there? Trick
or treat. Play a sound alert. Halloween candy. Foamy cocktail. GMO lollipop.
What's a GMO?
I've no idea.
But I can't see it on my phone. Not as though it's the end of the world. I'm glad it's there for you lot now. Now that the mister helped me.
Right. Turn away if you don't like horror brushes. I'm going to use this scabby old brush to whack a bit of primer on this guy.
I might have... don't know about that. Swipe left. Alright, right, John's instructing me. I need simple steps. Swipe left. Left. I have to remember where left is. On sound alerts. Okay. Oh, yeah! Is it now? That's Pokemon. No, I've still only got the 3. What's the 3 little dots? No.
So this little guy, this is Mr. Bones. I've never painted. I think I have painted one Chibi Mini in all my time of painting Reaper minis. I think I've only painted the one, and this little dude. In fact, I don't even know if I have painted one. This little dude is Mr. Bones from. I think it was Bones 3. Bones 3 or Bones 4. And Little Miss had a go at painting it, which is why it was a bit scruffy, when she was extremely young. So just daubed a bit of grey and black on it, and that was it, job done. But she's much better these days.
Tony says, talking of the C word, I need to slow down on my secret Santa project, as I have other commitments to finish first. Yeah, but is your Secret Santa cool? Or you're like, I want to do this because it's fun?
So, what... Just curious, not that I want to know what people's minis are. I'm not digging for that kind of information.
Yeah, not telling.
No. So what kind of size of minis have people done in the past? Is it a whole mixture of people done, like, say, character miniatures or individual monsters?
Yeah, I think so.
Or...
In the Discord, obviously we've got the Secret Santa chat, and the last year's stuff, as far as I can remember, I didn't get rid of last year's stuff.
Right.
It's just right at the top, and I'm sure didn't we show everybody?
I can't remember.
Didn't everybody go, look, this is what I got? Yeah, we showed. Yeah, we did. Look, there's loads of pictures. So there's character minis, there's little dioramas, there's all sorts of stuff. It's whatever you want.
Right. Cool.
Sharon did like a hero punching a lion in the head. Yeah, it's just for fun. It's just whatever you want. You don't have to go. You don't have to do a Maldrakar. You got to post it as well. It's just
Should be good.
I still can't find it, John. Don't worry about it. As long as you can find it. Whether I swipe backwards and forwards, I still only get those 3. I probably haven't told it I want it or something silly like that. Trick or treat! Give me something good to eat! Yeah, all sizes, definitely all sizes. I did a small mini last year, says definitely, and yes, there are pictures of them. I scrolled up. Hey, Crafty!
Hi!
Crafty says, evening all. I did a marsh troll on a scenic base, says Tony. So you're doing zombies, or you were doing zombies a minute ago, for
Undead.
Yeah, which is the Great MLG Brush Off. Great MLG Brush Off for October is Undead.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody's minis for that. There's like a huge round. I'm not cracking down. You do whatever you think. I put the bugbear in because I think someone walking around with a pumpkin for a head is definitely not really alive, is it? Pete says, Tony, you should do a 1-for-1 scale model of Red Dwarf. He's doing his spacecraft already. Don't think it's Red Dwarf though. Get a Starbug going on.
It's the Zap, isn't it?
It's the Zap, yep. I was trying to find out about the Scarborough Comic Convention.
All right.
Because Rimmer's there, and Magenta's there from
Rocky Horror. Yeah.
And one of the doctors is there, the young-looking one, who I always think was the vet in that other programme, but he wasn't.
Peter Davis.
Yeah, that guy. He's there too. So that's like 3 whole people that I recognise. Normally, I don't know who any of the guests are.
Right.
But I don't know how if you have to pay extra to say hello to anybody or whatever, because we're normally working.
Yeah.
At like the Brid Comic Con, so we don't actually get to look round.
So
I don't know.
When Sylvester McCoy was at the Bridlington one,
your mate,
my mate,
who just came to talk to you,
yeah, on
your own because he's your mate,
because he saw me loading the caravan,
and came to laugh at us.
And he came to laugh at us.
I wasn't going to say that.
I don't mind admitting it. I used to really think it was funny when we went to shows and we had the dodgy old caravan that was full of stock, and loads of the other traders came to take the mickey because like we were using a scabby old caravan that was just painted black.
Only on 3 sides.
Only on 3 sides. The other side, because we'd run out of paint, was just like
it was against the wall.
Green and manky. Anyway, it used to make me laugh because we could fit loads of stock in it, and they all used to come and go, "Oh, you're gonna make us a bacon sandwich while you're in there?" I'm like, nah, but we are gonna get all this fantastic stuff out of here while you're struggling to fit everything in the back of that tiny van.
You've got to insure your van. Those were the days, and now we've got a van.
Yeah, now we've got a van because the caravan died. But anyway, it died in spectacular fashion. I got to smash it up. No, so.
There's even a video of you smashing it up.
I know. Don't watch it though.
You ain't got his top on.
Yeah. And see my dad bod. Apparently, dad bods are popular at the moment.
Desmond says, not sure if I'll get the brush off done. Being in a bit of a painting funk. Got to get my duo with Wicked Done D done instead. Do both. Oh, like think of like something you really want to paint, and like do that. Just think like I've always wanted to paint that. I'll just say it's undead. It'll be right.
It says ages 14 plus in massive letters on the side.
Yes, they do, those ones, yeah. Goth Caravan, that's it. But only on 3 sides because it was against the wall, so I couldn't paint the other side. And it had some dodgy stickers on that said Mighty Lads Games. Hey, if you got a Time Lord to come give you a time of day, you're winning. Yeah, he was nice, wasn't he? He thought it was funny because, like I said, everybody had got their vans and they were all lettered up and they all looked cool and they all paid insurance and all the rest of it for them and road tax and stuff. And we had a really battered in, run down, manky caravan that we'd painted black with paintbrushes because we couldn't afford a van.
Yeah. And
we needed to get the stock from one place to another. And it worked, and as soon as it wasn't really safe anymore, that's when we stopped using it. And he came over, didn't he? And you were like, yeah, hello.
Yeah, because I'm
starstruck.
But the point that I was going to make about the fact that he was there was that they were charging £20 to have your photo with him, or it was £10 to have a photo that he already had on his table signed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know how it works.
Right. Which of these paints shall I use first? Was the caravan painted with 2 thin coats, says Crafty?
Well, 2 thick coats.
Yeah, it was definitely at least 2 thick coats. Yeah.
I mean, how long ago was it?
Oh, don't know. We said the other day it's 7 years in January for Mighty Lancer Games, so it's probably 6 years for the caravan.
So Little Miss helped paint it. So what's that then? So she was about 3, 4.
Yeah.
So, 3-year-old painted it. So it definitely wasn't 2 thin coats.
Right, well...
I love the Mighty Mo destruction video of the caravan. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, why not?
We're gonna go yellow first.
There we go.
by popular demand.
Yeah, anything can be undead, it's fine. How do we know it didn't die and come back? Yellow, Coronopa said yellow.
Yeah.
That's how the cons work, at least as long as I can remember. Yeah, I just didn't know how much, because there's nothing on any of the... In fact, there's hardly any information. And there's nothing that says how much things are. So I don't want to go up and go, hi, and then go, oh, that's 50 quid for saying hello. I mean, knowing me, I wouldn't say hello anyway. Trial by fire. Well, you did paint the yellow, didn't you?
Yeah. Right, so I've got these two cars, because my minis are still a bit wet. So, shall we have yellow Mercedes or yellow pickup?
Pick up. No one wants a yellow Mercedes. Red says, these wasabi peas are hot. Asma says, it's the way the actors make money. Yes, I guess. Because they don't get paid to make the show anymore. At Comic Cons I've been to, they have a separate area for the actors so they can keep that part from interfering with events and the vendors. Well, because we're only little, at the Brid one, they're in the same room as we are. And we can just see them through the stalls. And then they just sit at a normal table with a normal chair and maybe like a roller banner behind them, don't they?
Yep.
At the Brid one. I don't think have you ever been to the Scarborough one?
Yes, we did it a couple of times, but it was really expensive to be there, and it was on for 2 days, so it was a big commitment.
I don't think it's on for 2 days anymore, is it?
I don't know. No.
But obviously, we don't really sell Comic Con stuff. The only reason that we do the Bridlington one is because when it first came, we wanted to support them so that they keep doing it and we get more geeky stuff in the town. And we like to show people that we're a Bridlington shop, because some people who come, even though they live here, still don't know we exist.
Yeah, had someone today. I don't know how I've missed you. Like, well, said, have you only just opened? I'm like, no, we've been in this shop for 2.5 years. I don't know how I've missed you. Yep, been here a while.
At least they've found you now.
Yeah. Wish I'd have known. They always say that. Wish I'd have known you were here. Well, we are in one of the biggest shops in the town centre. Anyway, not going to moan.
Oh, everyone said pick up, so it's a good job I did. What's that car from the Marvel Crisis Protocol? It looks like the one I painted for a friend. No, it's from The Walking Dead, which sadly Mantic have lost the license with Skybound for the Walking Dead stuff, but it was from the Mantic Walking Dead terrain set. You get 2 pickups and 2 cars that are the same, and then you get a whole bunch of like barricadey things and little objective markers and stuff in 3D, which were pretty cool. I don't think that there are enough hard plastic modern vehicles. Yeah, definitely not enough. Lady Peachy is on the Xbox now, Tech Quiz.
Oh,
Well, as we all know, I am not Tech Quiz. Can't even find the things that are in my own stream. Yay! Tony says, I can't believe that I've been shopping with you from near the beginning. I discovered you when I was looking for my local hobby shops. I saw that you had Reaper minis and I was in love. Now that I know you guys, you're stuck with me like a bad smell.
yeah, we wouldn't be without you, Tony.
Giddy says, to be fair, there are certain bits of town that I rarely go to. Only time I get to go on Prince Street is when I'm out on a night. Though, still no excuse for missing you when you're on the main pedestrian street. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's in town. Things open and then I drive, oh, how long's that been there for? Yeah. It depends where you go, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I suppose. There's another one of the shops at the top of the road that's been empty a little while. Looks like it's going to be let out.
Do you know what it's going to be?
No, it doesn't say, but the to let signs have been taken down. And one of the ones round the corner that's been empty for a little while is going to be a tattoo shop by the look of it.
Another one.
Yeah, near Monty's Models.
All right.
Yeah, which seems a bit odd, doesn't it? Because I don't suppose the landlords are bothered, but they own the building that one of the other tattoo shops is in.
Yeah, well, they're not bothered, are they? Yeah. As long as they're getting their thing. I suppose they're relying on the people moving in to have done their market research to see if we need another tattoo shop.
Yeah.
Monty's Models, yes, it's a model shop we could do in town on one of those streets you don't go on.
Yeah.
What's that street called?
Bridge Street.
Bridge Street. Yeah, you went to talk to. Well, you didn't go to talk to Monty because that's the dog.
That's his dog.
But you went to talk to him the other day, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because we send people there, and he sends people to us. So Nathan went to check that they were selling what we were sending our customers there for.
Yeah.
So we weren't just sending them on wild goose chase.
Yeah. Monty's Models sell second-hand model trains and die-cast cars and stuff like that. So they cater for a different bracket of the modelling community to us. So he sends people down to us when they're looking for. I've just put my finger in the paint. What a numpty. Yeah, he sends people down to us when they're looking for new track and stuff. And if we haven't got what they're after, we say like, well, you could go and try Monty's Models round the corner if you're. Because we get a lot of customers that are only here for the day that come into the shop, and if they don't want to wait for something to be ordered in or whatever, then we try and help them out and help out the local business as well. So that's what it's all about. And then there is another model shop in town, more a traditional model shop, and if people want certain things that we know they sell, we send them up there as well. I've just done it again.
I'll stop doing it.
I know. What a numpty. What a numpty. Bright yellow pickup's going to look a bit weird.
They should be able to see it.
Yeah.
So how's this paint then? What are you thinking? Is this, have you watered it down? Or
No, because I'm going over the black, I'm just going straight neat out the box. Out the bottle.
You rebel, you.
I know. Well, if it's called two thin coats, you'd think that like it should already be ready for action for two thin coats. And that was what I found yesterday actually, when we did the little test with it. I thought it was fine straight out the bottle. But I think it performs well over the black undercoat. It's obviously a strong enough pigment. Because yellow is always really difficult, isn't it? Pete says, I hate looking in that shop, it makes me feel rich. I don't understand. Asmo, such a weird concept. A more traditional model shop. We don't have anything like that over here, at least not that I know of. Well, yeah, so the one that I refer to as a traditional model shop is where I used to go when I was a kid to buy like model planes and stuff like that. And indeed, years ago, they used to sell Warhammer and Games Workshop, Citadel miniatures and stuff when back in the 90s. And then now they've changed a little bit. They moved to a different shop, and now they only sell sort of railways and
BB guns.
Yeah, randomly. Radio controlled boats and other bits and pieces, stuff that we don't sell. So we send people up there if we haven't got what they want.
Tony says, I do like that there's a crossover and a mutual appreciation and support within the broader arc of the hobby community too. I do find that the model railway gang are really friendly, generous and with their help, and genuinely interested in what we do too. There's a lot of crossover and goodwill. Yeah, we like going looking around the, what are they called? Is it Bridlington Model Railway Society?
Yeah.
Is it as simple as that?
Yeah.
We like going to their shows and things, don't we? And we always put a leaflet when their shows are coming up in the window and on the counter and things, and you let the guys there chat to them, don't you?
Yeah, they're all nice guys.
Planes, trains and automobiles, that's it. There's no point in having any animosity or anything though, or thinking, oh, I'm not going to help them, because that doesn't help the customer.
No.
If we haven't got it and we can't get it in for them, or they're only here for the day, then that's not helping them, is it? So,
no.
you know.
Yeah, they've come to the seaside because they want to have a nice time, and if they can get their model fix while they're here, then that's better. So we try and engage with every customer when they come in the shop, if we can, and make sure that we try and help them out as much as possible.
Pete's building an Engage layout. We said that we wanted to... Was it Engage that we said we wanted?
Yeah, that'll be the next thing. Engage.
It'll never happen because we've never got any time.
Yeah.
But that's what we said, didn't we? Next would be an Engage.
Yeah. Yeah, I was... over the weekend when I was working, I was shuffling some stock between stock rooms, and I did have a little sneaky look to see how big the layout size of one of the Pika track packs is. See if it had fit in the window. Because really I'd like to have, if we're going to do another one, which we talked about when we went to that show, I'd like to have 2 trains running around at once for a bit more interest.
Definitely some height and things.
Yeah, get a bit more going on. But Engage, you'd fit a lot more on the thing, because at the on the board. Because at the moment we're very limited for space because it's in the window and there's the staircase, so there's only so much room. And in order to get a good kind of oval of track going on, we had to go for only a small engine. I read the other day that MIG hobbies sell grass mats, but they're repackaged from the model train hobby, and they admit to it, so it's kind of like they're mutually benefiting from having a way to sell their product to people that might otherwise be unaware. MIG hobbies.
Don't forget Asmo's.
Yeah. So that was part of the reason why we got into selling train stuff in the first place, because one of the first companies that we started dealing with when we set up is a company that primarily does stuff for the railway community, but they are also one of the UK distributors for Army Painter. So when we got set up and as a business and started selling things, and we started stocking Army Painter, found this particular wholesaler, and then as we were looking around at some of the other stuff that they sold, we realised that a lot of the scatter and basing materials and trees and other stuff that wargamers wanted was just the same.
The same.
But when people package it as wargaming products, it tends to be 10 times the price of a bag of scatter for model railways.
It's MIG ammo.
Yes, yeah. They do some paints and stuff, don't they? I think that they're well regarded. Oh, the dirty down stuff that I mentioned, just on the subject of these things, the dirty down rust and verdigris and moss effect stuff, that's arrived. That'll be getting added to the website soon. Talked about that the other day.
Pete said, Wicked D, is it that you didn't stream because you're an alcoholic at the weekend? And Wicked D says, no, Pete, I didn't stream because I'm ill. And I can absolutely back Wicked D up on this. It's actually not Wicked D's fault that she didn't stream. It's actually mine and Doodleboo's fault, because we told her not to because she's ill, and she was like, I think I should stream. And we're like, no, go and take care of yourself and stop being a silly sausage. Yeah. Panda's crying because he's hungry. I mean, Panda, you've got a bag full of candy next to you, mate.
Greedy little PD.
Pete says 3 feet stroke 2 feet for an N-gauge. Tony says, I make a point of picking up a model railway magazine, sell them knowing, when I go in Tesco's with Kathy. It's always funny watching her trying to hide it with a bit of broccoli or anything, and I make a point of keeping it on display. You should just walk around reading it. Jeffy says, I've had real success with the dirty down moss, but the rust still seems to be weird. I think the temperature of the model matters a lot, and I have a cold flat. Oh, look, Coronoko is taking care of Panda.
Thank you.
Cheer up, Panda. Come on. Cass Fireball says, I'm crying because I'm hungry too. Oh, I'm going to have something to eat. What are you having tonight? Sharon, what are you having for tea tonight?
I bet it'll be something super yummy.
It'll be something that we'd never have that involves, like, proper cooking. We don't do proper cooking, do we? Oh.
Occasionally.
No. Konoka says, feeds Cass Fireball. There we go, we can feed you. Feed you through the screen.
If only that worked.
Tony says, out of curiosity, do you have lines into Knock? Yeah, we sell them. Woodland Scenic, yeah, we sell that.
Yeah.
WWS, I don't know what that is. And or Diorama Precise. We sell Knock and we sell Woodland Scenics, but I don't know what the other two are. You.
I've heard of WWS. Don't know if we can get it. I'd have to check. But I've not heard of the last one. But yeah, Knock, we deal with the UK distributor already. Have done for some time.
There's a section on the website, just in case anybody didn't know. This isn't just aimed at Tony, this is in general. There's a section on the website called brands, and I try my very best to put all of the brands that we sell in there. Sometimes I find that that one's missing and I add it, but I try and list them all. So if you're looking for something from a particular brand, I made this category to try and make it a little bit easier to find.
So Knock probably isn't listed there as a brand because so we typically carry the Gauge Master branded products. However, they are manufactured by Knock. So we'll have the stuff that we've got that's Gauge Master, Scenics and things are made by Knock in Germany.
Oh, Sharon's having sausage and mash. That's our kind of tea.
Yeah.
Apart from we can't even bother to mash the potatoes. There is a wild Poo Rugly, apparently, in chat. Poo Rugly. Pronoka says WWS is a UK company. Do great flock and related stuff. You said you'd heard of that one, though.
Yeah.
We probably thought we have more flock than we know what to do with.
I sent an email to a company today to see if we can get their stuff,
Look at
which I'd forgotten about.
Pew Rugly's like a massive cat with a really grumpy face and steam coming out of its face, like it's super angry.
Mr. Hobby from Japan. We've had a number of modelers coming in asking us for Mr. Hobby paints.
Peekaboo's playing. Panda's playing peekaboo in like a really scary way.
What?
Panda's playing peekaboo. Oh, that's funny. Sorry, baby. I want this one.
Yeah, Mr. Hobby from Japan, who make paints and other products. We've had a lot of people coming in asking us for those. So I don't know if we can get them. I've emailed them and asked them if we can get them because I'm not aware of a UK supplier for Mr. Hobby stuff.
Crafty says they do a really shiny chrome, don't they? Have you got a really shiny chrome? We sell Dark Star that you can polish, don't we?
Yeah. So we've got the Dark Star stuff, and we've also got which we need some of actually. We need some Dark Star paint.
You can polish that once it's dry and get nice and shiny.
Yeah, but we also have Green Stuff World's chrome, which I've never tried, but it says on the bottle that if you paint anything over the top of it, like varnish or whatever, it can wreck it. So you need to make sure that that's the last finish that you do. So this is 2 coats on this truck over black. I think it's pretty good. It's a little bit streaky, really could have, because it's an airbrush type job to get a good, nice smooth job on a big surface like this. But 2 thin coats of
2 thin coats.
2 thin coats of 2 thin coats Skulker Yellow. I think looks pretty strong on there. So I'm going to put that to one side for a minute. And we're going to put a bit of paint on Mr. Bones, I think. I'm going to try one that we haven't used yet. I might use some...
You said you wanted to try that purple because you like the look of it.
Yeah. Sorcerer's Cloak.
I added that one. That one's on the website. I think Pando doesn't know how to play rock, paper, scissors. Why, has he messed it up again?
He's cheating again.
That yellow is really great, says Gary now.
Yeah, it looks...
But very yellow over
looks
black.
fab.
Very
Yeah,
yellow.
two coats over black. I mean, I think it's going to need a 3rd coat in a few places, to be fair, but like straight over a black undercoat, I'm pretty impressed. Right. So we're going to use some Skulky Yellow. We're going to give him Purple Cloak. Not Skulky Yellow. It's not Skulky Yellow. Sorcerer's Cloak. Sorcerer's Cloak.
We'll let you off not knowing what they all are yet.
Yeah. Do they have skews?
They've just got numbers, so I've added DR at the beginning so they don't get mixed up with the Reaper.
Right.
And they've got barcodes.
Well, they have. I like it. It's very sensible.
Pink, says Pete.
I don't think I've got a pink. We've got... No. We've got a flesh tone. Got a flesh tone.
I
Dwarven
haven't
flesh.
seen any pink. I haven't seen any pink in what I've done so far.
No, but I need my glasses to see what I'm doing.
John the Templar wants you to remove your glasses for 1 minute.
Sure.
You do your silly face now where you can't see. Full lots of daft faces.
Yeah. Oh dear. I think I've just white paint on my face.
Is that your brush off, Minnie? That's the one I'm planning too. No, he's doing zombies for brush off. But it doesn't matter if 2 people do the same thing. But he is doing his zombies. I don't know what he's doing this one for.
I'm just doing this one because I needed a mini to try these paints out on, and I found this because I couldn't find the one that I was looking for.
There we go. Can you see it?
Just. Just.
Do you know it's 9 o'clock?
Is it?
Yeah.
Where was this? Oh, well, we'll just... Is there any of that on the front? No, I don't think so. It's got like a jerkin going on around the front. No, we'll do a couple more minutes whacking some of this paint on this guy, and then we'll call it a night, I think. What should we go for next? Should we try out the bone colour? Did I see a bone?
There is a bone.
Oh no, but we haven't got it. Oh yeah, we have. We've got some ivory tusk. That'll do.
There's also a comparison or conversion chart or whatever you want to call it to help with these paints, isn't there?
There is.
So-
Have you got one within reach?
No.
No.
So it says what the Citadel equivalent and what the Army Painter equivalent is. And when I've been adding them to the website, I've been putting it in the description to try and help you. Because sometimes it's very difficult trying to buy paint online because everybody's screen's a different colour.
Yep. Depending on how you've got your contrast set and all that sort of jazz. Hi, Sedan. Thank you for following. Very, very much appreciated. So, what was I saying? Yeah, Mr. Bones, little Mr. Bones guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what was that? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. That's extremely kind of you. What was that noise?
That was Pando welcoming.
Yeah, awesome.
That sound was broken. It hadn't finished, Sharon. It hadn't finished. Yeah. It's got like little flames or something coming up as well. And like little bits. I can make him float around the screen like, ooh, what are you doing over here?
Yeah, so I've only used like 5 of these paints now, 6 of these paints, but I'm very impressed. They are very nice. They are a little more expensive than some of the other paints, but then I don't know. I guess only time and experience is going to tell us whether whether they're worth it. But I'm quite impressed with how they work so far. Very smooth application on them. I mean, obviously
Put your glasses back on.
obviously I'm a bit ham-fisted anyway, but they very nice. So we've got a few to test out. We haven't gone crazy with our little selection of stuff that we're going to try. But you need to have a go with them. You're going to have to try them out tomorrow night.
Am I?
Yep.
Does that mean I have to find something to paint?
Yeah, because I've got a wire to extend your camera wire so we can make that work.
No.
No
So
getting out of it.
what's that purple like then? Is it like a Cadbury purple?
It's, I would
Or is it
suggest
a lilac-y purple?
it's more of a lilac-y purple. I would say that was very much like Gene Stealer purple from Games Workshop.
Well, I've added it. I can't remember what they said it was like. Let's have a look.
What's going on there? Has he got a glove on or what? Let's do his fingers.
Sorcerer's Cloak, isn't it?
Sorcerer's Cloak.
So they say that it is, Gene Stealer purple
Oh, what a
or
guess.
oozing purple from Army Painter. Oh, you're so good, aren't you?
What a guess. Yeah,
How did I get a catch like you?
got the giraffe, got the thing.
Yeah.
Boom. Anyone would think that I worked in a game shop and knew the products that we sold.
Oh, but I mean, come on.
Right then, there we go. Bit of rough handy. Oh no, that sounds bad.
You all right over there?
Yep. Yeah, bit of a rough. Yeah. Anyway, so a bit of that on there, and then I think we'll do. What colour neckerchief thing do you think you should have? Oh, we should do brown. Let's try out can't speak. Let's try boar hide. We haven't got red.
Ruby says the red is really nice.
Is it?
Yeah. Did you pick or?
No, they just sent us a selection, and then we added a black and a white, so we could try those out.
Yeah, well, you wanted to try the white out, didn't you? That's what you did on the YouTube video.
Oh, this one's got something in the end. What's going on there?
Eh?
This one's got like a blob of white in the end.
Random.
Yeah. First, yeah. Ah,
Wait, you alright?
yeah.
What have you done?
It had a little blob of plastic, presumably out of the inside of the cap, had a little blob of plastic blocking the end of the nozzle. And when I flicked it out, it hit me in the face.
Oh, Cinder says, am I right in thinking you're more from northwest as opposed to the east coast? The accent is throwing me. We're from the UK, does that help? East
We're-
Yorkshire.
East Yorkshire. I've always lived in East Yorkshire, and Mrs. MLG moved here when she was young, so we're definitely from this side of the country. You were from more towards the Midlands, but still
North Pole, says
Yeah,
Pete.
still technically Yorkshire.
Nathan is Santa. No, it's October. Give over. North East Yorkshire. It's not North, it's East Yorkshire. On the east coast of the UK.
Yep. Bridlington, we're on the seaside.
Yeah. We just don't talk right.
No. I was actually born in this town. There you go.
I wasn't.
Oh.
I can't remember where I was, but I wasn't.
Which apparently, somebody told me, does it make me a jackdaw or something they refer to you as if you were born in the town? Can't remember.
Absolutely no idea.
Mm.
Never heard that. Ever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that doesn't really mean anything. I've not heard about it. Little Miss was born in North Yorkshire.
Yep.
Not by choice, obviously. I have to drive past our hospital.
Yeah.
By our hospital. Depends which side of the town. Depends which side of the town you were born on for the Jack Dory thing. Is that what you mean, Pete? What's that all about then? I've gone proper Yorkshire now. What?
Well, I don't know. I was born in the hospital in Old Town, so when it was still a thing.
so long ago.
Yeah.
So long ago. Anyway, did that help with the northwest east coast thing? Did that help at all?
Well, there's a bit of purple going on down there, I think. And then so boar hide is more. I would say boar hide's more of a red. It's like a terracotta red than a brown. Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's supposed to be a terracotta.
Maybe.
A terracotta-y, reddy colour. It says, are we ready? Drum roll, please. It compares with the Citadel Doom Bull Brown.
Yeah, I can see
Army
that.
Painter Dirt Splatter. It's a mid-tone. There you go.
Right.
So,
Right.
what do you reckon to the paints then? Now you've had to go with some of the colours.
I really like them. I think they're good. I think they're really strong.
Would it replace any of your ones that you use normally?
I don't know because, well, I mean, they're going to get used because we've got them to try out. But I wouldn't say I'm just going to scrap using pale saffron because now I've got skulky yellow. But I'll probably use skulky yellow and then use pale saffron as a highlight to it because it's a lighter tone. And the orange, I really like the orange. That's a nice, so that's a match to squig orange, wasn't it? Rust orange. So that was really good as a nice dark orange. But then that's probably a good thing because I'm running out of Reaper Burning Orange, which I've had it so long the label's worn off. But I'm running out of that, and that's probably a good comparison for that kind of colour. So yeah, some of them are going to get more use than others. We're gonna try out the black. Is the black Doom? There's two really dark colours. There's Death Reaper and Doom Death Black, and I think Doom Death Black is the black, and Death Reaper is like a almost black.
The one that you've got apparently is a comparison for Army Painter Matte Black.
Right.
I can't remember what the Citadel.
Abaddon Black. Right. So I'm going to go over because this cloak is only primer, so we're going to go over that with the Doom Death Black, I think, and try that out before we call it a night. So we'll squidge a bit of that out. I like the nozzle design. Rather than it being like a long, thin tip, it's like this kind of tapered design. Do like that. And when you... Actually, this is going to sound a bit weird. But when you're tightening the lid onto the bottle, you get to a point of resistance. And then you just another half a turn, and there's a satisfying, like, chunk as it goes. And then you know it's tight then. It's like there's an extra bit of seal as it closes on. It's good. I like it. Feels like a quality product.
Have they got mixing bowls in then?
I believe so.
Because
It-
when you did the video last night and you were shaking one, it
Yeah.
sounded like it had a mixing bowl in. But then when I shook one today, it didn't sound like it had a mixing bowl in.
I don't know.
So maybe I just didn't shake it right.
Yeah, because when I was shaking that sounded like it had it.
Was it? Yeah, that.
Sounds like it's got one.
Thank you, Sharon. Take care.
Thank you.
We are finishing at some point in our lives.
Yeah.
He's getting carried away because he's got new paint.
Let's get them black in there. Yeah, it's they're nice. I like them. This we'll see what kind of sheen this black dries with. Whether it's super matte black or whether it's got a bit more of a
It doesn't say.
satin.
There's no real help on their website or anything. It doesn't really say. So I couldn't put it in the description on our website because I didn't know. I assume that the black dries matte because it's supposed to be matte black from
Yeah.
a comparison for matte black, but I don't know. So I didn't write it.
Right. We'll see how it dries, and
Yeah, 'cause
then
I
we can
always like to
update
put
it.
as much information in as possible. But if it's not there, how do people remember names? I can't even remember my own some days. It says it on the bottle, Pete.
Just call him Hydrator Boy. Or man.
They don't know, do you? When you're a superhero, you never get, very rarely get man. It's always boy, isn't it? It's like when you come up with a superhero name. And there's some popcorn. You like popcorn? Pete's sending you popcorn.
Yeah.
You like popcorn.
I've eaten it all now, though.
Ah, what are you going to have? What did we watch last night? We watched the Ring of Power.
Yeah, the
Whatever that
season
was.
finale of Rings of Power.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
It dragged a bit at the end, didn't it? Like they'd forgotten what they were supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Yeah. No spoilers. I'm not going to give anything away, but yeah, it was kind of wrapped up the season, I guess. Apparently, this evening's episode of the Dance
Worst
of Dragons,
programme in the world.
yeah, Blood of Dragons or whatever it's called. I can never remember its actual name.
House of Dragons.
House of Dragons. That thing. Apparently, this is a bit more exciting again.
No, but you said that last week. And it wasn't, because it's rubbish.
Yeah, I saw someone posting spoiler type stuff on Facebook earlier on, so I had to swipe past that. So I'd rather experience it.
Definitely says, I'm not
on
been
my own
enjoying
telly.
it. Might not go past episode 5. Is that the Lord of the Rings thing? The Tower Ring thing? Or is that the Dragon thing? Thanks, Lady Peachy. We are going. It's
we are.
just getting carried away.
We're just testing out.
Are you going to tell us about this black and then we'll say goodbye?
Yes, okay. So this black is very nice. It looks to be so one thin coat. I guess that's a good test, isn't it? What does one thin coat do? But one thin coat seems to be coming along quite nicely. Looks like it's going to dry matte, I think. I'll be able to show you definitely tomorrow when it's had overnight to dry. But yeah, it definitely looks like it's going to dry a matte finish. It's looking good. Again, super smooth to apply. It's a good paint. Definitely up there with the Green Stuff World acrylics, which I'm definitely leaning more to Green Stuff World and Reaper than Vallejo currently.
But they're reformulating their paints.
They are reformulating their paints. Green Stuff, not Green Stuff World, Vallejo are going to be redoing some of their ranges. Watched a little thing this morning, didn't we, from Vallejo being interviewed in the States.
Watch the TikTok.
Saying how their new game colour range is going to be
Don't say when it's coming then.
different, reformulated.
Don't say when.
Lots of exciting stuff happening in the paint world.
Oh, that definitely means the Ring of Power. Have you been watching the Housey Dragon thing? Do you like that more? Because I like the Rings of Power thing, but we are watching it and taking out the Lord of the Rings, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've decided that to make it enjoyable, we're not going to compare it to Lord of the Rings or do anything like that. We've taken that out of our minds, and it's just another fantasy program.
Yeah. A bigger budget fantasy film rather than fantasy series, rather than some of them other rubbish ones that we've had in recent years.
Deathly says they've not seen House of Dragons, but it seems more up the alley. It's rubbish, in my humble opinion. It's really bad.
There's too much, in my opinion. I'm enjoying the parts of it, but I'm not enjoying the fact that we have to have all of the...
Jiggy, jiggy, jiggy.
Yeah.
Get some more jiggy, jiggy, jiggy for no reason whatsoever.
Like,
Let's have a nice dinner. We'll sit down with a cup of tea. Oh, no, they're kissing now.
yeah.
And I don't like it because it's just politics and nothing else happens. But there we go. So what are you doing? Oh, is that the bone colour? What's the bone colour like?
The bone colour's pretty nice. So I need to tidy up the handle of the shovel a little bit, but it's looking good. Yeah, I've had this Mini for ages and never painted it. This was one that, as I say, little Miss started painting when she was very young and then discarded, and she's never wanted to go back to it, so I thought I would give it a whirl. I think he's looking alright so far. Looking alright so far. So we're going to leave it there, I think, for tonight. So tomorrow... I've left the lid off. So tomorrow, on stream, Mrs. MLG can try some of these cool new paints out.
Mrs. MLG, I'll have to find a miniature to paint.
Yeah, I'm going to be cracking on with some more zombies and heroes for my little Walking Dead thing. In fact, I might have a go at painting some of this terrain things. So we've got our bright yellow truck, and also I've got all these sticky barricades to do. So I might be painting some wood.
Sticky?
It's the primer that we used. It must have been the end of a can or something. It's gone a bit weird. So hopefully they're going to paint over alright with some normal paint. We might give them a wash first and see if that helps.
Okay.
Yeah, good. So, thank you. I did. Thank you, everybody, for coming along.
Yeah?
Yeah, 6. See you all later. Thank you. Bye.